Hello and welcome. This is another in a series of short videos on Topcon Pocket3D presented by the RDOIC Solution Center. This video will cover the equipment setup for a Topcon Hyper-V GPS rover with a Digital 2 UHF radio. You need to have an equipment profile before you can do much of anything in Pocket3D. Many of the menu options are turned off until you create an equipment profile for the GPS rover. Setting up a total station or millimeter GPS equipment profile will be covered in future videos. An indicator that there has not been an equipment profile set up in Pocket3D when you start it is that the GPS status box is empty. If Pocket3D has an equipment profile, then the status box will have icons showing with X's over them. We're going to set up equipment now, so we're going to tap on Setup. Notice when I do this, the only items available are equipment and units. This is another indicator that we don't have an equipment profile set up yet. So we're going to tap on Equipment. There are no machine files in this, so we're going to tap on New. We're going to type in a configuration name. I like to use very descriptive names. For this case, we're going to use a Hyper V, and we're going to add a DUF2 radio to this to help indicate it that it is a digital UHF2 radio that we're using with this system. Makes it easier when you have several different units that you work with. The machine type is always defaulted to range pole. The sensor type is always a GPS antenna. For this, if we were going to set up a millimeter GPS, we would click here or a prism here. The GPS augmented or differential, please don't use those. We'll just use the GPS antenna. Our mounting location is going to be top of pole always, and units are in whatever you decide, meters, feet, inches, centimeters, feet, or inches. Normally I like to use feet. Go ahead and hit Next. This is where we select our antenna type. There are a lot of antenna types that we can select in this menu. We're going to work with the Topcon Hyper-V. We have an antenna height of 6.56 feet, which is 2 meters. We're using a 2 meter screw together rover rod. We're measuring to the base and not the rim. This image here will show you what a base measurement should be, and this image here will show you what a rim measurement should be for the Hyper-V or for the unit that you're connecting to. But for this case, we're going to be on base. Now we're going to select the Bluetooth, Windows Bluetooth, because we're running an FC5000. If we were running an FC500 or a Tesla or an FC250, this would be a Bluetooth COM port of some sort. COM5, COM9, COM7, COM6 are typical. So we're going to go ahead and hit Next. We're going to be running a Topcon Digital 2 UHF radio on the Hyper-V and almost all of the Topcon GPS receivers. We're going to use serial port C. I prefer the 38.4, but you can select the 115.2 or any of the others, but 38.4 seems to work the best for us, and RTCM 3.x is the most compact format to use within the GPS data stream. It just means your base station won't be transmitting as long with this as it would be with if you had selected CMR, RCMR Plus, or RTCM 2.x. That's why we prefer the 3.x. Go ahead and hit Next, and then you hit Finish. And you have a Topcon Hyper-V Digital UHF, and I didn't put a 2 on there, but that's what that is for, and you hit OK. And we're going to set that to be the current equipment. And notice my box goes away, but if we go to Setup and Equipment and select it, boom, it's now there. We hope that this video was useful, and we appreciate your time. Thanks for watching.